a lot of us feel like there's really just one standard to know whether you should really spend money on something or not, is do I want it?
You don't know much about tracking, do you?
Hey, I'm a sloth. I see a tree, eat a leaf. That's my tracking.
The problem is our desire system and our enjoyment system are two different parts of the brain, and they don't often talk to each other. So it is very common for us to want things that won't actually make us happy. So
Fine, you caught me. I'm gonna rescue my dad. You happy now?
I'm never happy.
now this happens with things we want to buy, with people we want to date. Just ask Taylor Swift on this one.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me. Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Trouble.
Going with our desires often leads to disappointment, whether it be people we're attracted to or things that we want to buy or things that we want to eat. Oftentimes, we don't realize until later that what we wanted is something that was actually quite horrible.
You know, the boys were talking about what to do with all this extra coin. I was like, I'm renting a clown. And I did. A Bobo here. And I really underestimated the creepiness.
One of the most important things I teach my students is to question your desires. You really have to be able to tell the difference between two very important things.
Check for fibers, scan for DNA. I want a urine sample from everyone and get me a latte. Don't mix up the two.
Maybe not those two things, but the two things you really need to tell the difference on is desires that you'll actually enjoy and desires that you won't enjoy.
I know. Always thirsty, never satisfied. I understand you, little well-dressed bird. Purposeless. Emptiness. It's a vacuum, isn't it? What's your vacuum like?
The reason why you have to question your desires is because your desires are really good at lying to you. They will oftentimes make you think that any item or person or anything like that is going to be the one thing you need to make your life amazing.
Rebecca, you just got a credit card bill of $900. You do not need a scarf.
Then again, who needs a scarf? Wrap some old jeans around your neck. That'll keep you warm. That's what your mother would do.
You're right, she would.
The point about this scarf is that it would become part of a definition of your psyche. Do you see what I mean?
No, I do. I keep talking.
It would make your eyes look bigger.
It would make my haircut look more expensive.
You'd wear it with everything.
But far too often, that one thing that you knew was going to make all the difference in your entire life ends up as just a pile of other things in your closet, things that you never actually use.
There has to be a bag somewhere in this
Do
room.
not open that closet! Suze, are you there?
Probably wondering what the heck is this thing doing here? Well, honestly, several years ago, my oldest daughter really wanted one of these for Christmas. It was a Furby. We wondered if she'd really enjoy it, but we did get it for her. She got it, and then she played for it for like 5 seconds and then threw it away into her closet. She didn't see it hardly ever again after that. So every time she wanted to buy something, I would ask her, how do you know if this is going to be a Furby or not? So she had to learn how to question her desires and really had to go through the process of figuring out what things she's actually going to enjoy and what things she's not.
Spend $900.
Sometimes the best way to get better at this is to look at your past purchases to know which ones you're actually satisfied with and which things you aren't.
Okay, don't panic. Calm. Bloomingdale's. Well, that will be the pants. I had to get the pants to match the shoes.
Not only that, but your desires oftentimes don't really have an end. So you just keep on giving into your desires, and you're going to end up without any resources also.
Let's say this fella here were to take a drink of water. Just one little drink, no harm, no foul, right? And you! Why, you're just as dried up and parched as a jackrabbit in July. So you belly on up and take you a double shot. Stay with me. What do you think happens then? Why, we'd all be drinking. And before you know it, there wouldn't be any more water. And then where would we be? We'd be thirsty.
The better we get at questioning our desires, the better we get at being able to tell the difference between things that we want but don't really enjoy, like the Furby here, and things that we want that we actually might really enjoy quite a bit, like Master Oogway here, and other things that we might like quite a bit, like this chicken. I don't know why, but I really like squeezing this chicken in the hallways. It sounds like death. Pretty amazing. But we have to get better at that because otherwise we end up buying a lot of things that we really don't need or want or actually enjoy.
Go. Live your dream.
I will.
Your dream stinks. I was talking to her.
Just a quick reminder from Master Oogway here to remember to subscribe and like.
Because you know that thing when you see someone cute and he smiles, and your heart kind of goes like warm butter sliding down hot toast? Well, that's what it's like when I see a store. Only it's better.